Blog Talk Radio.
Take me fall for nothing. I can't stop the thinking about all the freaking. Could it be the weekend? I don't wanna wait now. Also, I can't erase now. All of this intention feels like an obsession. Still ain't learned my lesson. Can we get it crackin'?
Seen pain in my eye, men and women at work, cranes in the sky. We gon' keep building for our children's children. Doctors keep pilling. Love is a drug, then drugs can't heal them. We'll listen to Lauren for the healing, peeling back layers. Pops used to hoop, I'm from a bloodline of players. Love and sunshine like Roy Ayers. Put your ma on the phone, I ain't coming back home. I felt the debt of what it is to be alone. Everlasting love, money can't buy, can't hide from the truth. Even when I puff the lie, can't work it away, can't drink it away, can't laugh it away, can't think it away. That pain come upon you like a thief in the day. Searching for the sun, I found my Easter Ray. Insecurity code, imperial robes. I used to wear my heart open like ethereal rose. Now I'm carrying loads, the baggage I don't claim. If she start tripping, I'm hopping on the plane. Cranes in the sky, I know how the metal sound. I never settled in life, so it's hard to settle down. Staying on my square, trying not to get around. Hold my lady hot so she can rebel down. Don't touch my hair, I'm bald-headed. Kept my love locked down like it was all dreaded. Wishing for wings again so I could spread it. But now it's in a plastic cup of all beverage.
I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hands. I ran my credit card below. Thought a new dress would make it better. I tried to work it away, but that just made me even sadder. I make myself dizzy. I sent it away. I sexed it away. I read it away. Those little signs. Yeah, it's like grace in the sky. Sometimes I don't want to feel those little signs. I tried to run it away. Thoughts in my head be feeling clearer. I traveled 70 days. Thought moving around make me feel better. I tried to let go my brother. Thought if I was alone then maybe I could recover. To write it away or cry it away. Don't you cry it, baby. Away.
Sharing William and Jada, Midigan, or begin Kenny. Romeo and Juliet, perfectly so friend. We gonna ride till it fall off. We gonna roll till it fall off. I'ma be here till it fall off. You be there till it fall off. We gon' make love till it fall off. We gonna fly till it fall off. We gonna ride till it fall off. I'ma be here till it fall off. Whatever you're about, what you about, and I'm about whatever you're about. I hear you out, hear me out, you always hear me out. Work it out, we always work it out. Till it fall off, we gonna roll till it fall off. I'ma be here till it fall off. Be there till it fall off. We gon' make love till it fall off. We gonna fly till it fall off. We gonna ride till it fall off. I'ma be here till it fall off. We gonna ride till it fall off. We gonna roll till it fall off. I'ma be here till it fall off. Will you be there till it fall off? We gon' make love till it fall off.
What's the deal, everybody? It's your boy King Eric the Ruler, and welcome to Off the Cuff Radio. This is the special back-to-back episodes that we doing, and we have a special guest with us. Goes by the name of Anais Lauren. You there?
Hey, it's Anais.
Round of applause. Hit it with that round of applause. We had to give that respect out there. I'm doing good. We had to, you know, get this back-to-back special off going the right way, and what better way? It took work to get you here.
Did it? Did it really?
Oh yeah, tracking you down like tracking down the Secret Service these days.
Yeah, I can be busy sometimes, but, you know, busy is a good thing.
That's
Happy
right.
I made it on today.
That's
Thank
right.
you for inviting me.
Joining us. That's right. We appreciate you joining us. And before we go on, we let people know that the call-in number is 1-619-924-0703. Feel free to ask questions, give shout-outs, promote your brand. Whatever you feel like doing, or speak to Anais about her music, is what we do.
Say hi.
No game spitting either. But anyways, how are you doing these days?
I'm good. Can't complain. Living and breathing, making music, all the good things.
That's right. Now we're hearing that you finished shooting the video for that new single Addiction. Yes, we did shoot a video for it. So we'll be having that out shortly. I'm excited to share that with you guys. The visual. I'm sorry? Yeah, what can people expect out of that?
I would definitely say the video kind of has, it has like a creepy feel, kind of like the song. Basically going through some things. Am I addicted? You really can't tell what's going on at first, but you start to see. Pretty much, it's it's me kind of going crazy, That's what the song's about. It's, being, an addiction, going through withdrawals of, could be with love or, drugs, anything. People could be addicted to anything, honestly. So that's kind of the video gives you kind of just a creepy feel, just a girl going crazy and, kind of losing her mind. It's kind of got like a home video type of feel to it. So yeah, it's different. It's a different vibe. So I'll be looking forward to sharing that.
Most definitely. Now hang on, I think I have my man Sage McKenzie on. You there, my brother?
Okay.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, you here, man?
Okay, what's going on?
We have Miss Anais Lauren from Chicago in the building.
Oh yeah. How you doing?
Hello.
Welcome. What's going on? Yeah, had a couple technical difficulties. Still working on it. Circuit breaker, shit like that. But I'm here.
That's what we do. We represent for the indie artists coming up. We dedicated to the grind.
That's right. So what's going on so far? I see we're interviewing our lovely guests.
Up with her about the video she dropping for her new single called Addiction. She's saying it's gonna be like some it's gonna have a very dark horror film type of vibe, like a home video type of vibe. Like she taking it back to the essence.
Okay, so it's kind of gonna be like like the Blair Witch 1 type of thing. You say?
Yeah, I guess so, sort of, kind of, not, it's certain aspects, I guess.
Okay, that's what's up. I love horror, so, that's going to be interesting to see how you put that one together. Definitely. Is it going to be gory, though? Is it going to be like Greg Nicotero type of horror?
It's more kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say it's gory. It's more, me kind of just going crazy. You know what I mean? I'm just basically, waking up from a dream and, or I'm actually in a dream, kind of, just, pretty much going crazy and realizing that, something's wrong with me. I'm having an addiction. I'm going through withdrawals. So, you see me, very, very, expressive and kind of, showing my emotion and, how it feels to be crazy. I had to, let a little crazy out, I guess, in the video. So,
do you have any former, acting training where you worked on maybe expressions and whatnot, as far as what you want to lay out in the storyboard?
I would say I have any actual, experience or anything like that. I've done other videos before, but I think that when you sing and you are letting emotion out, it just comes naturally, and it's just a part of the translation. The expressions are on your face when you're singing. Any good singer, when they're singing, you can see how they're feeling. As they're singing their song, you can kind of just see it on their face. So that kind of just comes natural. It's just part of the emotional part, especially when you your own lyrics.
Is there going to be a part 2 to this?
I'm sorry, to the video?
Yes.
Probably not. My songs from my project, The Love Thirst, which is the EP that This Addiction, the song you played earlier, is from. And it has a range of different styles of songs. So this one's a little bit different than the others. So probably not, but we'll see as the creative process goes, and I'm making more videos.
Well, we have a creative mind too, and if you want to do a sequel, you got to start off with this sound clip right here. Let me You got to start it with that.
Okay, yeah. Ooh, we might have to save that one for Halloween.
But, giving the masses a clear thing of what you do with your background. Hold on, let me set this down a little bit. Cut that down a little bit. But, yeah, so for our listeners just tuning in, like, give a little bit of a background of where you from, what got you started.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm from Chicago. I'm pretty much, born and raised Chicago most of my life. I have been making music probably seriously for the last couple years. But I've always been into music. I've always sang, been in choir. I've done some singing competitions when I was younger. It's just something I've always had a passion for, and as time has gone by, I have basically got into songwriting, and I'm very passionate about writing my own music and my own lyrics, and that's part of Anais Lauren is singer songwriter. I love singing, but I also like being creative and expressing myself. I think nobody can express how you feel, better than you. So
right.
I'm definitely, happy to be able to, sing along with, writing my own music. So I would say that, I'm kind of R&B, hip hop. I'm a mixture of things. Honestly, especially my new project, I don't think that it sounds like anybody or anything that's really out different. I wouldn't call it mainstream. It's not, like everything else that's out, but I'm okay with that.
That's what's up. Definitely good to.
So you're gonna have any features on? Oh, go ahead, Sage.
No, I was gonna say, as an artist, that's what you want to make sure that you put a piece of you in your work, and that it's respected more when when you're doing it from the heart. And it sounds like that's how you're feeding, your fan base, and they're gonna respect that and appreciate it at the same time. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that when it just comes from you and it's inspired for what you've gone through or what you've seen, it just makes things more authentic, more real,
more organic. So favorite word as an artist, organic feeling.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you gonna say, King?
Yeah, what I was gonna say was, any R&B singers that inspire your sound?
Yeah, inspire my sound, absolutely. I guess I take bits of different artists. I can't say that I sound like anybody specifically, but there's people that I'm influenced by, especially Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey, Amy Winehouse. I'm a fan of Janina Aiko. I mean, there's a lot of Alicia Keys. I have a list, but those are some of the artists that definitely have helped inspire me and help me create.
Nice.
Yeah, while we're on, and speaking of Mariah, you got to tell that story, because I remember seeing your picture with you and meeting Mariah Carey. I think it was like the TRL special.
No,
how did that come about?
I did meet Mariah Carey. Oh my God, this is a long time ago, probably like over 10 years ago. And she basically had you're able to buy, get specialty tickets if you donated to Save the Music Foundation. And, I bought them, and it was just part of the package. And it was really exciting. I honestly, I started tearing up and crying like a big-ass baby when I saw her. I mean, I was really young, though. I was very young. But it was really exciting to see somebody that you admire and just adore, and basically a person that has kind of like got you through like so many hard times through their words and their lyrics and their voice, and then you finally meet them. It's like, oh my God, it's just surreal.
And was this at that MTV special TRL?
No, this was actually at a concert. This was actually at a tour that she had. She came to Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, we had to put the youngest on what people don't know nothing about TRL. That came out at a time where cats was getting that music cake like heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely remember.
Yeah, cats could sneeze platinum back then.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely a different game now.
Definitely, yeah. So what are like the cons of being like a female in a male-dominated industry?
Well, I guess I would say mostly, I think that initially, you're not taken seriously. I feel like a lot of people, they kind of, they want to shoot you their shot, just like anything, somebody sees, someone that's attracted to them, and they want to automatically, instead of thinking about business or other possibilities, their mind might be on other things. So it's like you kind of got to get people to look past that and, actually, want to be interested in what you're doing and what you're putting out. And a lot of times it's not like that. A lot of times, there's an arterial, there's different motives, and it's not just because of, it's male dominated, but a lot of times, I think that there's women also that, use, what they have to try to, get what they want. And sometimes, it kind of just, puts a bad look on other women that are, serious and really want to, pursue music and want to do
actually
it,
have
the right
talent
way.
as well. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot of, females that they're not talented, but because they did a couple of those moves, unfortunately, they get that push,
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you watch shows like I hate to mention it, like Love and Hip Hop or whatever, and you see how, these people got involved, how they kind of got on, and how, what I mean, what, they kind of, they kind of were out there, you know what I mean? And then somebody, hooked them up, and they were able to get out in the scene and, make it a little bit, despite, the lack of talent. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, when you bring that up,
but,
I was going to say, we don't want to see you on Love and Hip Hop in Chicago.
No, probably not. Probably not. I mean, they wouldn't have enough gossip about me. They wouldn't have enough gossip about me. I try to be a private person, so.
All right, Dick. I was like, dude, as soon as this interview go off and we see you a year from now, you beat somebody's ass. I'm like, we gotta pull your coat for that.
So they better come with that paper. They want.
Cut the check.
Come with that $30,000 up front plus an album deal. You know what I'm saying?
I think they get paid pretty good though. Like on the show, I think it's like the average, like I guess like 40,000, 50,000.
Oh, they get some
kind of crazy.
bread.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
And
just act a fool.
I don't know, man. that check seems pretty good,
Yeah, that'd be a reason why people are wilding and throwing each other, under the bus and all kinds of shit.
That's
money
because they
will
want
make
to keep that check, that steady check. So they want to make it, to the next season. So the people that weren't really too entertaining, those are the ones that Mona kind of lets go. So that's why I guess Peter, Guns kept having babies and kept that situation going, and Tara too. You know what I'm saying? So keep that check flowing.
They got to go and get, keep themselves, in the media and news, and people want to see what's going on. They're gonna tune in.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you gotta act like a hot mess, I guess.
No, what that is? That's hip hop inheritance right there. You gotta keep that money flow going.
Mhm.
Hip hop, because it's like hip hop inheritance. Gotta have babies so that way they babies can get on the future show and they babies can go on the future show. Keep that 25 grand flowing.
Yeah, if they're not doing some other type of show by then.
Exactly.
But I mean, gossip and people's business will always be something that people are interested in seeing. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it is.
People want to be nosy.
Now, I want to ask you too. Now, with your stage performances, like, what is your stage presence like on stage for those who haven't really went to one of your shows?
My stage presence, I'm not. Well, I'm a singer, so I get up on stage and I'm singing, and I like to say that I'm full of emotion, and I like to interact with the crowd. That's one thing. When I first started performing, I like to, talk to the crowd, kind of let them know, what I'm talking about, and, just let them see the emotion from me singing. I'm not really, a dancer. I don't, really bust into any dance moves, but, as my shows progress, in the future, I would like to, work with a band and, have some dancers. Maybe some break dancers and things like that. But for me, I like to, command, the stage myself and, basically try to, get locked in with the audience and, give them a, good emotional show, because I think that that's what people want to see when you're performing and singing. They want to see the emotion on your face. They want to see, the feeling in which you're singing and or what you're spitting is real.
Do you still get goosebumps going on stage? Before going on stage?
Do I get nervous? Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people, everybody gets nervous. I haven't been doing this for a super long time. I haven't, I don't have tons of shows under my belt to say, that I don't get nervous. I do get a little nervous, I try to just maybe have a drink or two, shake the nerves off, and just, remember why, why I'm doing it. It's not just about, about me and my, how I'm feeling. It's, because I want to share,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So where can people find your first project? The first project was Beauty&Beat.
Yeah, the Beauty&Beat was, a mixtape I did a few years ago. And that's on SoundCloud currently. You can find it on Anais Lauren /SoundCloud, or it's on Reverb Nation as well. Basically, you just Google my name and you'll probably be able to pull it up.
Yeah, because that was the first project that I actually got introduced to you. And
yeah, that was a little while ago.
Yeah, I was like, like I told you, your voice, your voice alone just drew me. I was
my coach can do it, but now you're gonna do it. Okay.
Hello.
Remember what I told you? Spread.
Yeah, I was like, when I first heard it, your voice just drew me, because a lot of people have that cliche auto-tune R&B type of voice or whatever, and yours is just straight natural.
Family Day?
I'm sorry, I'm hearing something else in the background.
Yeah, that's Shade. We got to put him in the background right now.
Oh, okay.
He take care of little business. Yeah, I'll bring him back in a second. But when I heard your voice, I was like, whoa. It's powerful. Like, you know,
well, that's a good reaction.
You do a lot.
I like whoa.
Cause I gotta tell like that, like, it's like you seen a lot, have been through a lot. Like when people have voices like that, it tells a story.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing like that I always enjoyed about singers are the ones that you can kind of feel, the pain or whatever they're going through, whatever emotion at that time, when they're singing. Mary J. Blige is really good at that, and that's someone I definitely, enjoy, and, you hear her, you know that she's going through something, and you feel it. So I just, I think that's important, when you're making music.
Yeah, I was like, man, she must have heard that My Life album like twice before she jumped in that booth or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'll definitely play that album way more than that, but yeah.
Like really though, man. But it's a beautiful thing to have because it makes you distinct from what's out there.
Yeah, right now there's not, tons of motion in R&B music anymore. So.
Hey, you did say.
Yeah. What else? Oh, the plug, right?
Fix his joint. My bad. It's that whole thing with that whole cyber hacking going on, and it messed up a lot of things out in the East.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was crossing my fingers and hoping that we was able to do a show.
Oh. Well, I'm happy that we were able to do a show.
Yeah, 'cause we was talking about that on last night's show. Everything got hacked from Amazon, Twitter, SoundCloud.
Really?
A lot of the big major sites in the country got hacked, and they don't know what it was. So we crossed our fingers like. Go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of stopped watching the news.
You said you kind of stopped watching the news?
Yeah. I kind of stopped watching the news. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's like a circus anyway. Hold on, I'm going to try to see if I can bring Sage back. You there, bro?
Yo, I'm back.
All right, you good?
Yeah, today was one of them crazy days. Yesterday it was raining inside of my house, and they fixed it. So, yeah, I'm good now. So, yeah, I'm wondering, did that go on mainstream media as far as, like, the hackers attacking those sites? Because I don't know if it did.
It kind of did, but they're not really covering it like that. It's kind of like they're still focusing on the election. I just found that odd because, you have all the biggest websites in the country getting hacked and nobody's saying nothing. So I'm thinking something wrong.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all like looking on my phone now, seeing if I saw anything about that. But then again, like I said, I don't really pay attention to the news like that anymore. Because, I don't believe
I was gonna bring that up to you because you was a heavy contributor to the Bernie Sanders campaign, and I was gonna say that I was gonna hit Bernie up first, like, look, man, you need to, put a donation behind her album or something because she's going hard for you.
Oh, that would be funny, but yeah, definitely. I was a big supporter of basically what his movement was all about. I definitely am sad that he is not, one of our options right now, which he should be.
Damn Skippy.
But yeah, I definitely, help, spread the word. I went to March and kind of, try to give people information and, share with people, people who may not known about him and what he was doing. So yeah, I mean, I think it's part of history to be able to be a part of something like that, because this is a candidate that only comes once in a blue moon. He's really unlike any other candidate, and I think that's why he was able to drive so many people into his movement. So yeah, I definitely felt inspired by him, and it motivated me to share, and I've learned so much about politics since then. So yeah,
So you went to one of his rallies there. Now, was he drawing like crazy crowds?
Yeah, absolutely. I know he was drawing crowds, from like thousands and thousands of people. I mean, there were lines wrapped around buildings to go see him in all kinds of different states and places. That's something that, a lot of people can't do, For example, our current, Democratic nominee, could barely, fill up a gymnasium of people. So that always surprises me, that's who we have right now. So I have theories behind that.
She's doing 2016 Vanilla Ice numbers. She can't really go up there. She can't fill no arena. She's doing 2016 Vanilla Ice numbers.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes things crazy. That's what it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of the game that that just puzzles me to this day. That we got to this point where you got to pick your options of either crack or heroin. It's like pick your poison.
Crack or heroin? Damn. Yeah, that's kind of is.
At least with heroin, you could probably live a little longer. Cause Ray Charles, he did like 35 hours on the heroin.
But that was one of those things. That heroin at that time was different from the heroin now. That was that fuel. You know what I'm saying? Now they throwing cockroach spray, whole bunch of roast baits in that shit. Just kill you.
They taking grasshopper blood and putting it in there. They doing some stuff that we ain't never even seen.
Yeah.
But that's some real good insight, because we also cover politics on the show, and it's a good insight to know that we're not just talking crazy, considering that you was at one of his rallies and he's drawing massive crowds, and yet he's not the nominee. So something's up with that situation.
Oh, we already know.
Yeah.
This shit's real.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we're not always the decision makers of what's going on with this country. So I've kind of been learning that. But maybe if we can't make a difference in our presidential election, since we're kind of lacking in our choices, I think that the next best step is your community.
Yep.
I think that. Yeah, I think that that as I progress with time and draw a larger platform, I definitely like to encourage people to see who they can vote for, who basically they're feeling who's looking out for them, in a local aspect. Who's in your city, the alderman, governor, all those people matter. And a lot of times, those are the people that nobody pays attention to. And I've been guilty of that too. Just whatever, just pick whoever sounds good. But it's not about that. You got to really see who's looking out for you and your people and people in your community. So I definitely encourage people, before the election, to maybe not so worry so much about who they're voting for president, but probably more so who they're voting for in the community. That's really where the change is going to start. Starts from the bottom up.
Absolutely, because it ain't like the president's going to come to the hood anyway.
Yep.
You ain't seen.
Yeah, and if
I
they
mean, you
do,
stay in
it's the
Chicago.
Panther.
Obama ain't pulled up out there in 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he comes to Chicago. I really don't, follow when he's in here. So I mean, he could. I'm sure, he could probably stop at some local places. But I mean, I'm talking about, change. Real change.
Right.
What's going on right in your area. And from a presidential aspect, it's too broad of a spectrum for them to actually concentrate in your actual community.
And you had another song that also caught my eye, and you was also speaking on some of the social awareness issues. It was like a quick acapella you was doing over that Mobb Deep song. What's the name of that shit? Thug Music.
Oh, okay. No. I know what you're talking about. I did. Yeah. Well, actually, those are two different songs. The one that you're talking about, I was kind of talking about. I did a cover of a song called "Gangsta" by an artist called Cat Dahlia, and I kind of just flipped it and kind of talked about Chicago and and the violence going on in Chicago. And, one of my main questions, when I was writing the lyrics were, why, these police officers, they got time, to give us, tickets and pull us over, for stupid things. But, what's going on, with these people that are out here shooting and killing people? Like, how come nobody's stopping them? But you got time to collect money for the city and, give everybody tickets and, you know what I mean, just collect revenue, but you don't got time to protect people. So, yeah, I mean, I like to kind of just, talk about real things, and that's something real in Chicago is how many people are getting killed out here on a daily.
Now, has it gotten worse?
I mean, I guess it has gotten worse. I mean, it's all over the news. People are always talking about, how Chicago, how many people are killed, especially in the summertime. It gets hot over here and, the guns are blazing. So, yeah, I mean, it's almost, kind of like a epidemic in a way because it's always happening. And it's been increasing a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what happens when they create these type of conditions. That's what the government does. They create those type of conditions where they deprive people from the resources that they need, like jobs and food and shelter. But yet, if anybody's seen this movie called Strap, and they'll have a dude in there, they'll have a white dude go in the hood and sell guns for cheap. And that's their only food, So you broke. You're deprived from the resources you need to survive them, but they sell you guns, so that kind of plays along the dynamic with the violence.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely believe that, crime and poverty is, it's an economic thing, People tend to think that it's, racially based, but it's, it's just about, it's basically, about economics and, poor areas or people, that don't got money to live, survive, you start to do things, People start to do crazy things that they, normally people, that aren't in those economic situations would do.
Mhm.
Yep.
And it kind of, yeah. You have anything you want to shoot at a Sage?
Listen, man, it's deep. I mean, I'm pretty much, in agreement with a lot of that stuff. A lot of things that do happen in our communities are due to, the economic situation. There's not enough jobs. There's not proper education, overcrowding in our public schools, a whole bunch of stuff, And a lot, honestly, it deals with that, but you got kids nowadays having kids that shouldn't be having kids, and now these kids are getting big, and these kids became adults. It's a whole bunch of just it's craziness, man, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's getting bad to where now. I bet y'all this. About 5 years, the average grandma will be 23.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I ain't seen none yet, son. That's why we're like, okay, we might have to take off the cover radio to Costa Rica or somewhere. Because everybody implode out here. I'm like, I'm going to be good with my show, getting our show money.
Well, honestly, I was actually reading an article yesterday, and they were actually talking about how millenniums now, a lot of younger people are starting to, and I'm not talking about the ones that are, kind of just out there getting whatever popped off, but ones that are actually, working towards a future and things like that. A lot of people are kind of just slowing down on, having kids because of how expensive it is now and how much harder it is and than it was probably 10 years ago. 10 years ago, your family might have been able to buy a house. They might have been able to, afford, to have a family. But now the way things are set up and how strapped everybody is for cash, people are living with their family. People are, trying to, are still in debt because of school and their education. So people are, like, trying to survive first.
That's right.
And it's making it harder. I think that they said that the birth rate has gone down about, like, 15-20%. Based off of, 10, 15 years ago, because, a lot of people can't afford to have kids. So even though, some people still do it, but
I also read this too, and I don't know how true this is, but I actually read this the other day. They were saying that a lot of more teenagers from 15 to 18, they're practicing more absentees. And I'm like, I'm starting to believe that based off the simple fact that people don't want to see the responsibility that possibly come with having reckless sex out there, because, a lot of people was out there just running like rabbits, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the era we came up from.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I can't handle 18 years of to start taking me to court for child support, draining my bank account. I'm like, I'm good. Let me just go ahead and do the square thing. Go ahead and just go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Definitely. That's a part of a pandemic that's going on now. Is these chicks out there just trying to catch cats into the matrix. Especially if you got paper. Straight up.
Yeah, I guess.
You a target right there, my G.
I don't know none about any of that. I'm a drama-free person.
Yeah, going back onto the music, though. So, are there anybody in the Chicago scene you willing to work with?
Well, I'll start off saying this. I have 2 features on my project, and one of the artists, I have a song called "Take It Back" off of my EP, which is basically a hip hop, almost like an older hip hop. Basically, all the lyrics in the track are talking about a hip hop artist, album, or hip hop reference throughout the whole song. It's got a kind of like a boom bap feel, and I have a feature from an artist. I believe he's originally from New Jersey, but he's in Chicago, resides in Chicago. His name's Al Coleon. He has a really great presence and delivery, and he's featured on my track, Take It Back. I also have another track called What About off of The Love Thirst as well. And that is another track I have a feature on, which is kind of like it's one of my R&B joints. It's kind of about, women not being satisfied physically and mentally. And I have a great feature by an artist called Treason. And he's not from Chicago, but he's from the Midwest. And he's got awesome delivery as well. So I have really two great features that I'm really happy to have on my project. But yeah, I mean, I know other Chicago artists that I've worked with or that I listen to or that I enjoy. Chicago has a lot of talent. There's a lot more going on than this trap music out here, and I'm hoping that people are gonna start opening up to that and becoming more receptive of it, because there's a lot of talent out here.
I agree. I mean, the Shot
I think
always has a rich foundation of music.
Yeah, absolutely. All the way, back to house music and things like that, house music and just blues. I mean, there's just so many, different parts of music that, Chicago has inspired. So I'm hoping that I could be, part of that.
Yeah, you could be that brick that can build that layer, keeping that tradition flowing. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
But we are an hour in, and we're gonna go in and take a little brief music break. Get everybody to get themselves together. Get your biscuits, get your orange juice or your scrambled eggs done. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take a little brief music break, and the call-in number is 1-619-924-0703. We have Anais Lauren in the building.
Anais Lauren, yeah.
You already know.
Leave some shout-outs? You want to leave some shout-outs, or you want to speak to us, you want to speak to her, have any questions, you know where to find us. So we'll be back in about a good 10. Say hello, something. All right.
Check out with the legs. out with my homie, told her, go fuck a friend of mine. Now I done called the hoe a bitch before, but now I'm trying to be kind. Cause I know that the rest of the mob is knocking that pussy out of line. I'm there, climbing up your leg. You feel that wind? She turned around, I pulled up her dress. I thought I started some mess. Slowly I grabbed on the bread. She hollering and slobbing and bobbing. I'm clogging up into a test. I'm in the bushes with a vet. I'm ice. And the only cause that I didn't hit the draw. The bitch ain't had no walls. Just take a reason if I'm looking out for law. So if they come, bitch, Paul. Love, that first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I'm trying to figure that she lying all the time. Between the lines, sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Love, at first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I'm trying to figure that she lying all the time. Between the lines, sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Love, at first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I'm trying to figure that she lying all the time. Between the lines, sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Long hair, and I'll say the most usual complexion. Through the middle of the introduction lecture, how she took up for a man to give her all the affection that she need. Hello, baby, my name Bassy. Call me and I give you what you need indeed, but I know for sure ain't shit open past one but clobber between them knees. I'm looking at her hair and skin. The bitch just might be carrying fleas, but she legit the kid. I had a head on her shoulder trying to run some game, but it's a shame that she think Bassy than like look the thing. Telling me ain't nobody fucking you. I be a fool. That's the shit that you tell to a youth, but it's cool. We still gon' cool and do it like this here. As she wants to crystal to get wild, the way you smile makes me want to walk down the aisle. She was 5. The bitch being a beach child and go to ash full of lies. She denies all the shit that was doing between the lines. As if I care, cause on this time I'ma blow the bitch mind. I'm thinking it down, popping that pussy up and watching the frown. That's when I knew I had the edge. So I released some stress. I fucked the bitch, dead to rest. Gotta stand some facts against the best who next. Cause the motherfucker hoes to be all down in your check. So catch a nigga like me when I come around town. When I come around town. Cause I be peeping at the line all the time. Be between the lines. Sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Love, that first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I kinda feel that she lying all the time. Be between the lines. Sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Love, at first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I kinda feel that she lying all the time. Be between the lines. Sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Love, at first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I kinda feel that she lying all the time. Be between the lines. Sometimes the other nigga hit it later down. Love, at first sight is what she said when I hit it in the same night. I kinda feel that she lying all the time. Be between the lines. Sometimes the other nigga hit it later down.
But you got to bring a rubber ducky. Cause I like well play in so many freaky ways. I gotta let you know just what it's gonna take for this girl to get a groove on. I like to freak 7 days a week. So if you've got the time, we could spend the whole night. You don't have to leave. I've got something up my sleeve. So promise you won't tell when I give you some of this black man. Hey, if you got some head time, stop by about 1:15. Cause baby, there's something we could be doing. I wanna give you an invitation to your whole mind. Because I think that you are so fine. And if you come over, I'm gonna yabba dabba dabba. So if it's alright, come over tonight, and we'll turn down the lights and get cozy. I really hope that you can manage when I start to take advantage of you. Once I lay you down, there's no getting up till the sun comes up. So let in away because you know you want me just as much as I want you. Oh, 7 days a week. So if you got the time, you could stay the whole night. You don't have to leave. I've know we won't stop until we get enough. 'Cause when we lay it down, the feeling gets much better when we do it twice. So, hey, if you got some hang time, come on over and see me. Baby, there's something we could be doing, yeah. Your whole night, because I think that you are so fine. So fine. And if you come over, I'm gonna do you just like. If you got some hang time, and there ain't no guessing the boat till the sun comes up. No, baby, there's something. So promise me you won't tell. I wanna give you an invitation to your whole life, because I think that you are so fine. And if you come over, I'm gonna yabba dabba dabba. Hey, if you got some hang time, stop by about 8:45. 'Cause baby, there's something, I know there's something we could be doing. Your whole life, because I think that you are so fine. And if you come over, I'm gonna yabba dabba dabba. Hey, if you got some hang time, stop by about 8:45. 'Cause baby, there's Well, it's a party. The lights are low and I'm seeing everybody just having some fun. And there's a cutie who's waving high, giving me the eye. I guess I'm gonna give him a try, but it's just a dance, nothing more. See what happens on the floor, on the floor. You can look but you can't touch, because it's a dance, nothing more. What you need, my number 4. Ain't no need for you to even think romance, 'cause you might be thinking that's because we're dancing close and we're vibing, that you're gonna get lucky. Take it easy, it's just a party. Let the DJ do his thing, let the music play, 'cause it's just a what did you come in to do? I won't be going home with you. No, it's just on the floor. You can look but you can't touch, because it's a dance. Number 4, ain't no need for you to even think romance.
Gangsters don't dance, they boogie. Bounce, rock, skate, dip, never dip, body, dip. Ain't this a trip? Baby girl, bad as can be. Wanna get your boogie on with a G like me? See, I do it super big, I run this here. Show me something good, baby girl. Yeah, I'm straight from the neighborhood, baby girl. Yeah, let's do the damn thing. Switches on D, bounce with a G, running these streets. Battle cab, make the beat pop these speakers. I'm sleepwalking in my fresh all-star sneakers. I'm one of a kind, corrupt young Gotti. Me and Lil Mama in the party. See, we two of a pair and just don't care. Right or wrong, baby girl, get your boogie on, just dance, dance.
What did you come in to do? I won't be going home with you. No. See what happens on the floor. You can look but you can't touch.
in the building, Off the Cuff Radio. We have Anais Lauren representing with us. Had to play some warm-up tunes to give y'all a little break on what we were doing here. You there?
Hello. Yeah.
He's back, man. He's back. Had to play some feel-good tunes. Can't wake up in the morning with no trap.
That's right.
That type of music right there make you get up in the morning frowning and shit. I'm like, nah, we can't have our audience like that. And it's on a Saturday.
Saturday, you need that good cleaning and good cleaning music. That music to get you, you know.
Right.
That's when you hit them with this, right? You know what I'm saying? You gotta hit them with that cleaning music. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That straight cooking.
Like,
straight
come on,
cookout music.
get your dustpan. Get your mop.
Well, I wanted to ask you while we was on the break. Has any of the major labels ever approached you about a deal?
No. I haven't got hit on any, labels. I've had, no one major. I'll say at this point. And that's more so because, it's been a while since I've released anything or, pushed anything. So, this is going to be my actual, first, project that's actually, going to be published work. So before my project, it's more like my first project, which was just a mixtape.
Uh-huh.
So honestly, I'm still in the beginning of the game. I'm still getting my feet wet.
Got it.
But we'll see. Hopefully, there'll be some potential interest. However, I am pursuing the independent route, and we all know that that's a possibility now, especially with artists like Chance the Rapper, who's from Chicago. Definitely, making moves in an independent way. So, right now it's not all about, labels anymore. So it's just about, building that following. And this is something I'm just beginning to do.
And you know what's crazy is it used to be a time where when you signed to a label, they would actually put the money up front. All you had to do was go in there, record your music. They'll take care of the promotion and the merchandising and all that jazzmatazz. Now they'll sign you just to shelf you.
Yeah, it's definitely a different game. Right now it's a lot about 360 deals, and basically, these labels, they want you to come, ready. They want you to come ready with your brand. They want you to come ready with your fan base. And at that point, that when they see that they can for sure 100% get a return on you, make money off you, then they'll start to possibly push you and invest a little bit into your marketing. But it's totally different. Record deals and things like that are definitely different now. It's what I remember, growing up and learning about and hearing people talk about.
Yeah, we was hoping we didn't want to see you over there or at Bad Boy getting Diddy a cheesecake one day.
Well, guess you gotta do what you gotta do, but shit.
They put some miles up
some
there,
people
did
had to do it. What happened?
They put some miles to get that cheesecake, though.
Yeah, you want something bad enough, if somebody tells you I'm gonna hand it to you, you go out the way for that. I myself had a.
They burned all the calories before they got to the cheesecake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like it would have to be like, all right, see, you want to go the independent route, definitely make sure that, you know, you have all your paperwork in order, because eventually a label is going to offer you a distribution type of deal, you know? But see, you are talented, believe that. So be prepared for that. Like when they do, make sure you have your lawyers on retainer. You know, everybody can have a lawyer on retainer. You don't have to be a superstar for that. You know, make sure all your paperwork is straight, because that's the only language that they understand anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. That is one thing that I've heard. I've heard that before. That people say, that a lawyer. You gotta have a lawyer. As soon as the paperwork, people start talking about money. Anything with money is involved, you gotta have that paperwork right and that lawyer. So yeah, absolutely. That's something that I definitely gonna do. And when it comes to that time, but. Yeah, you don't got your paperwork right, you don't got your, the numbers right, or, you don't know what's going on, then you're going to get screwed in this business, because, they say music is 90% business and 10% actual creating.
Absolutely.
It's something that I'm learning.
It's like with the situation going on with Cash Money, and Lil Wayne, he revamped the Cash Money brand. And they janked him for his royalties. So, it got to be to him. It got to be to anybody if they ain't paying attention.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think. Yeah, I think people get excited, that something's gonna happen, and then they forget about the money and the numbers part, and I could totally see how that happened. Would happen. Absolutely. But they got stories too that you see how people they made all this music and they never made a dime off of it, and it's really sad, especially back in the day where people really were taken advantage of. A lot of artists were taken advantage of. You see the shows like Unsung, and they tell those stories about these artists that made beautiful, wonderful music, and they barely made a penny off of it. I mean, they're poor. They not even, surviving, barely.
Yeah.
And, they had hits.
That's what comes to... Hey, wait a minute. Hold on one second. I think we have another caller. 646.
1212. Going on,
officially on now.
Yeah, I'm just now waking up. The cold all in my eye and everything. What is going on?
Man, I told you about hanging with Diddy and all them, man.
The Ciroc party.
Came up there with his Chinese suit. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but we're building here with Anais Lauren. We're talking about these shady cats in the music biz right here. They be trying to give cats trinkets for royalties.
Oh yeah. Okay, keep on, continue. Don't let me interrupt you.
Yeah, they're giving you a chain and a car in exchange for your royalties and rights to publishing for your music. They're giving all them sucker deals out now.
Yeah, that's what this dude Birdman be doing to these dudes. That's what Tiger said.
Yeah, he getting a chain and a car. And it's not even in your name either. That's the cold part.
Stupid. It's not even either. So that's going. He's gonna take that back too.
You know what I'm saying? But they be so young and hungry. They don't be caring. They be like, oh no, I'm good. I got this and I got that. Like, no, you don't. That's not yours. If you're coupable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A lot of people don't understand, the business game, and a lot of artists are not, we're not business savvy people. A lot of us are not, about numbers. And some of the most, the artists that are doing the best are the ones that are actually very business minded. A lot of artists just we just want to create, we just want to make music and let that be it. But at the end of the day, there's a lot more to it. Look at Jay-Z, look at 50 Cent. I mean, these are people that have created businesses. Like Jay-Z says, I'm a businessman. Like this is what I do. Like, not only am I an artist, but I know what I'm doing in this game. The same thing with 50 Cent. Both of them were able to, become powerhouses because, they had that, they had their business game on lock.
Well, I read this article too about what Master P, how he got his deal and how they wasn't able to shortchange him. Because he saw himself worth more than $1 million. He said he went ahead and paid for Michael Jackson's lawyer. So that way he could get more of the royalties coming out of Priority. And he had the chips and he had the connections to get it done. So that's how No Limit was getting all that cheese. I mean, niggas in the 90s was getting cake. Like, you had dudes coming out that label you ain't even heard of going gold. So I was like, damn.
Especially with Koch Records, motherfuckers getting $8 off for every album sale. The niggas miss Koch.
That rap money was good in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
That's the key word.
They shut all that
now
shit
they have
down.
this whole thing going on with the streaming thing. Like, you got to put these music on streamers and stuff like that. Now, any way, people can stream your album?
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be, on iTunes, and we're gonna be releasing This Addiction tomorrow off of Bandcamp. So we're starting off there, and the project is gonna be available for pre-order on iTunes. So all that info will be up shortly. But yeah, streaming is what it's about. People are not, getting physical CDs anymore. People are going, to their phone for everything.
That's the new personal computer. Yep.
Wait, you also made a post too a while back about these cats out here nowadays. They buying likes and views. Can you put people on the game about that?
Motherfuckers have like 1 million views. They have 1 million views and like what? 2 likes and 1 comment. That's how you.
Exactly.
That's how you know. Anyway, like if somebody got 2 million motherfucking views and they don't got really no likes and no comments, they're purchasing their views. Like that's crazy corny, man. But it's bad practice, and it's definitely happening. Know that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there's, not that I'm in other people's business, but, sometimes, social media, you come across people's page and you'll look and, just the numbers, they don't add up. They have, 100,000 followers and, they'll have 100 likes or 60 likes or, you know what I mean? Like, it don't add up. So that people are, trying to put themselves out, as somebody popular than they're not, or they'll follow,
but that's the thing though. That should make them look. That should make them look even worse because if one of those those big wigs, they see that, they're gonna be like, this don't make no sense. Like how you got all these all these plays for all these views. And nobody's even commented on your shit. Like, you the only one that commented on your shit. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
And your little brother commented on it, and your baby mama. They the only 3.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah, and I see that a lot. I notice that a lot, and that's one thing I said. I don't have a huge following, but I have somewhat of an organic following. And, that's not always easy to get, but, it's a process. But I think
but
that,
that's good because you worked hard for that, you know what I mean? So, of course, you're going to feel gracious. I feel gracious, too, about that. I have an organic following myself. You know, like, and I earned that myself from, hitting the pavement, talking to people, rubbing elbows and what may have you. I didn't fucking put money on my credit card and was like, yeah, I want to buy this much subscribers, or you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. And I know that obviously it costs money to promote yourself. As far as marketing, PR, things
but
like that are
necessary.
Way. Where you gotta spend money. Yeah, that you gotta get yourself out there. You gotta spend money on it. That's just part of the game. But yeah, I mean, for, a lot of people, like I said, fronting, on their pages and acting like they got 20, 100,000 people, fucking with them when it's all fake. And I'm like,
and then when you go to
their
show, there's like only like 5 people there.
yeah. I mean, some shit don't make no sense, but sometimes I do see this, where people will do that. They'll have their fake followers or have other things, and then other people will think, well, damn, this person's popular, so they'll follow them, and they might get people that like them because they think that they're this person. So it might work out for some people, but yeah, I mean,
don't fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I guess that's what
fake it till you make it.
Yeah, and somebody's told me the same thing, that people that have, managed accounts for businesses and brands and major labels and things like that, even they have to go out and they have to do certain things to try to get that, get those likes and, those views or whatever, and it's not always organic, so, a lot of people doing it because it's about, what it looks like, not really what it is.
Yeah, it's like when I sign you to a deal, and you see this nigga, he got like 10 million views on his YouTube. Then you drop the album, and he do like 5,000 first week. Something wrong with that program.
Like
I'm gonna throw, throw him in the tax write-off. You gotta throw him in the tax write-off column.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like there's been plenty of times I've witnessed that. Motherfuckers be popping on the internet or whatever. But when it's time for them to throw a show, you only got like roaches and fleas that's there to see them niggas perform. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we try to tell these dudes, man. Just be patient and work hard, man. Everybody want to be a star overnight. You know what I mean? Jay-Z didn't make it happen overnight. 50 didn't make it happen overnight. It's, you got to take it day by day and properly build yourself.
One fan at a time, like Norman said.
Yeah, RZA told him that in the beginning of that Triumph intro. He said, if you want to be MC overnight, you better snap out that fucking dream. It ain't going to happen like that.
No.
Like the badass rappers, Dr. Seuss, Mother Goose.
Yeah,
but speaking of hip hop and everything, what a lot of people don't know unless you talk to Anais, she's a pure hip hop head.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
Definitely love. Like I said, I have a track off of my project called "Take It Back," like hip hop, and it's basically all hip hop references, album names, artist names, and it's
like an ode to hip hop.
Yeah, it's an ode to hip hop, and I could be talking about a relationship, or I could be talking about hip hop, and I am in every sense because I'm talking about Nas, I'm talking about Slick Rick, I'm talking about Mobb Deep, whatever different artists names I'm throwing out, and my thing is, like, a lot of people, I know that probably a lot of people won't understand what I'm saying unless they know hip hop, which is fine because, a lot of people that do listen to me or, know about me know already that I, already have, I started off writing to hip hop instrumentals. Even though I'm not a rapper, I didn't have any producers to work with. So, I started looking for hip hop beats that I heard, that I liked, and started, writing songs over them. And that's how I learned. So,
okay.
yeah, is a big part of me. I love it.
There's different methods that you have to learn to get your foot wet into the game sometimes, and that's very unique to me. It's very unique.
Yeah, I mean, everybody got to start somewhere. It's not production isn't cheap. And you just starting off and learning, you gotta figure out how you're gonna do it. So, Eric, you were talking about earlier how I had how you had checked out a YouTube video I did, and it was over Mobb Deep Thug Music.
Yes.
And it was like the first video I ever put out, YouTube video I ever put out. And I love the beat so much, and I just wrote it, and and people liked it, so I just kept going.
Yeah, cause I've seen that, and this is and I told you this last night. I said, now if we do an interview with you, because I haven't heard you off the mic before. I didn't know if you gonna do an interview or you gonna start sounding like Michell'e and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because women be having powerful voices, but as soon as you talk to them, you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
We were prepared for that.
Yeah. No, you got to hear me, so I don't sound like that.
So how would you describe your music? Like, you have, like a mixture of hip-hop and R&B?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. It's a mixture of hip hop, R&B, soul. I would say kind of like, it's hard to put in a box, but I make all kinds of different music. I being a songwriter, you are able to find, all kinds of different. It's not hard for you to write about different things, and write to different types of music. So that's one thing that I'm actually, I'm happy that I actually have been able to do, is write to all types of different beats, things like that. And eventually, I would like to stream into, writing for other people. I think you got to be versatile and be able to make different music. But I would say that, my comfort zone is, R&B, hip-hop music.
Okay.
That's what's up. Hey, you there, Sage?
Yo.
Yeah, he in the cut. He in the cut.
Yeah.
My man be soaking up the game in here. My man be soaking up the game for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Good, man, you good. You had to make sure you was there, because I didn't know if the line cut off or whatnot, because sometimes it does that. Especially with this whole thing of the East. I had to make sure and double check everything.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just, I'm soaking it in. I'm listening and shit,
Yeah. So when's your official release date for the EP for those who are listening?
I haven't put out an official release date, but it'll be hopefully before the beginning of the year.
Right, you better tell
I'm
Kat
working
put that in their Christmas
setting
list.
everything up. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get everything basically. I'm gonna put out a few singles first, and then set a pre-order date for the project. So I'm hoping somewhere around December. I don't like to give. I stopped giving specific dates anymore until I'm 1,000% sure of the exact date. That's one thing.
Okay.
You don't want to keep on pushing. You don't want to keep on pushing back.
Yeah, I don't want to push back either. But you don't want to. I don't want to you set this expectation on a specific date, and it's not about the day. It's when things are ready to go. But I'm pretty positive that it's gonna be in December. I'm just working out everything in the schedule as far as my release of my singles.
Yeah, we're going to keep that on cue
So, yeah,
because we don't want it pushed back. We don't want that pushed back to eventually become detox status,
Right? I was about to say that, too.
No,
I was about to say that.
No. Believe me, it's
Or
already
Foxy
been...
Brown.
This project has been in the works for a while, for quite a while, honestly. And it's crazy because I talk to other artists too, and they say, "Man, you don't even know how long ago I started working on this project," or even I was reading something about Solange's new project, and I think her Crane song, she said that she wrote like years ago. So when you're putting out this material, it's all been a process. Time. Well, a lot of time, from a lot of artists, we'll pull things that we wrote from, a while ago and decide, hey, time.
I could definitely relate. It'd be sometimes, you have a song that's out, like you put out a song or whatever, a particular track, and it doesn't really catch fire when you first put it out. But it'll be like 2-3 years later, that's when everybody notices, like, oh, this track is actually hot, yo.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, and that's so funny because I remember, I think it was last year, I first heard of Bryson Tiller the song called "Don't," and I don't know how I got the song, but I just somehow I downloaded it off of some service, and honestly, probably like 7-8 months later, all of a sudden the radios are playing and people are going like crazy off of the song. I'm like, man, this song is like old. Like this song been out, for a long ass time already. And everybody was playing it like it was just the newest hit. So you just never know.
What it is also. You know what it is also. It'd be so much like music that's not even on the radar because. The radio stations are so programmed to play 5 songs, only like 5 songs a day. So when they have these other, like, I guess you could say underground independent music that come out, they don't be paying attention to it at first, because it's not the thing, it's not the movement at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. Yeah, people. Yeah, the radio is not where you go to find, new artists and new music anymore. Like the radio is about advertisement, It's about who can pay for them advertisement slots, and that's why they call it the top 40 because only 40 motherfuckers are getting on that radio station, even though there's hundreds of thousands of artists and music.
You mean only 4?
Yeah, probably it's that because you hear that's why you hear the same exact songs over and over and over again. They got that either that label money or what I mean, whatever it is to push, to get them keep those radio stations making money off of
greasing them palms.
Yeah, as far as music, you almost gotta look for it or kind of just. See what's up with these streaming services. But yeah,
I agree.
I'm happy for the internet, though.
Or you can check out Off the Cuff Radio. You know what I'm saying? 619-924-0703. Shameless plug.
That's right.
Got to do that plugging.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, and you gotta. There's an independent radio station that I listen to in Chicago. It's called 91.1 Vocalo, and I've heard so many artists. I mean, I literally have filled up my iTunes music from Shazamming songs from that radio station. I'm like, man, I never heard this before. What a dope artist. What dope music. And it's like, I wish that the radio was more open and more receptive to so much talent. But it's all about money at the end of the day.
True.
Exactly.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. When y'all was talking about Bryson Tiller, right, and how he kind of came out of nowhere. So, this is how it's the craziest thing, but this is how a lot of artists' music actually gets shared around. And his video, I mean, the music from that Don't song started out getting shared in the Vine video. So if you can go back about 2 years ago, you'll see a lot of Vines with the Don't song in it. And then from there, it went crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, you make a valid point too, Mackenzie. Like, because I remember, shots go out to my dude Captain D-Mac.
A year ago, my bad.
He said the same thing. He was saying, like, nowadays that's how a lot of people, like, get their songs all noticed. Like, they put it on Vines or, stuff like that. Like, they haven't played Snapchat. Snapchat. That's how you get your music noticed nowadays.
Quick snippets.
Or, you have a comedian. You have a comedian promoting your track by doing something silly.
Mhm. Yeah, that's true. Any way that you can kind of get your music in. Also, I think a lot of not just that, but there's shows that I've watched on TV, or even people are playing video games or anything they hear songs. If you're able to get your music or license your music or get your songs out, people will hear it. There's artists and people I've never heard of, but I heard their song like somehow on a show, and I look them up, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, this person's dope, or So sometimes it's not just through actual radio or things that are playing music directly. So yeah, that's. I didn't know that though.
I ain't gonna lie, that always been like a dream of mine. I always wanted like one of my tracks to be on Grand Theft Auto or something. That would be so awesome.
You know what though? That is a underused resource, man. A lot of artists, especially if you're independent, try to reach out to like an independent filmmaker or whatever. Like that's gonna push your shit forward more. I got a couple of my tracks on a couple of indie film people, and they used it the right way. I enjoyed how they used it, and that was like free promotion in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know the name of the film.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's dope. I mean, I think that people, a lot of artists don't know how many ways that they could get their music, played in different avenues.
How about you? You trying to, get your music like on any video games or movies or whatever? What may have you?
No, I honestly, my first project I did was a mixtape, so I really couldn't do much with it. I couldn't really, send it out or try to get a license or, use for any licensing or thing. But this project, I would like to, this is actually, going to be, an EP, so I'll be able to, share that music and send it, different places to see, if it's able to, be a thing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy I know about those options, and I'm definitely planning on utilizing them.
That's what's up. And that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? As an independent artist, it's good to, like, share information. You know what I'm saying? So if I got some knowledge, I'm going to pass it.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers won't even do that. And that's pathetic and sad.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think that, you got to kind of pay it forward. You learn something, something, and, I think that, that's part of life. You learning things, only helps to, try to teach and educate people. Maybe they don't have to go through the same struggle, or they can learn from, how you struggled.
Yeah.
That's good karma, I think. I think that's something that everybody should do, but some people are just, overly focused on what they're doing, and it's kind of like, nah, I ain't got time to be giving people free information.
Exactly. They want to keep it all to themselves so they can be like, oh, I got to step ahead of everybody else. But at the end of the day, you'll never know. If you help that person out, you never know what that person could do for you in the near future.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. A lot of people don't fail to realize that, sometimes, one hand washes the other.
And both
you never
hands
know.
wash the face.
That's
Yeah, I believe in that.
Big dog back in the building. Yeah, I'm back.
Big dog status up in here.
They had explosions and everything.
Oh, yeah. We just said, right.
Hold me down, the big dog in town.
The big dog pit bulls.
It's about that
Get
time.
them Rottweilers out.
It's about that time, though, King. Hot seat time, King.
Oh, yeah. We ain't done this in a while.
Yeah,
now,
This
is the part of the show where a lot of the talent that comes in, they either bless us with a freestyle or a cappella. And, if you have anything you want to deliver to give people a sample of what you all about, the floor is yours.
Yes, I got the morning raspy voice, but I can sing you guys a little something. Sing you a little.
Need some of that orange juice.
I'll sing a little acapella.
Okay.
Probably one of the next tracks I'm going to release is a song called What About? And it's kind of about, not a woman not being satisfied, physically and mentally, It's a lot of guys, they talk that game, I'm going to do this, I could do this, I'm like this, I'm like that. Yeah. And then, they don't really show out. So I kind of wanted to
You going through that right now? I'm sorry to hear that.
I like to bring a little. Right. Well, believe me, it happens out here. I'm sure that it happens to a lot of people. So, I think, this is called What About? So I'll sing you a little piece of it, real quick.
Give these cats a sample.
All right. When we first met, you said you blow my mind. Then next my back, put a tingle in my spine. But you're far away, not up my level, babe. And you a lie, you wasted all my time. What a talk you talk, you couldn't walk that walk. Then why'd you play the game? What a talk you talk, you couldn't walk that walk. Now all I have to say is, what about my body, babe? You said that you would love me right. What about my body, babe? You said you keep me satisfied. What about my body, babe? My body, baby. What about my body, babe? My body, baby. I need somebody to please my body and mind all the time. Ooh.
Blood fire!
The big dog status! Oh my God, son! Hold on!
Yo, on some real G shit though, you remind me of Erykah Badu to the fullest with that voice.
I loved it. Huh? Beautiful.
Yo, she sounds just like Erykah Badu, a little something. Yo, word. I like that.
A lot of compliments. I'll take them all.
That's beautiful.
Word. It's full of, like, your voice is full of soul.
Thank you. Yeah, I think music is missing, some soulfulness in it. Gotta, put it out for the heart. These are real deal feelings in these songs. These are real experiences. So I'm gonna sing it to you.
Gotta get that round of applause on.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's respect right there.
So yeah,
you definitely deserved it.
That'll be on the EP. That'll be on the EP. Yeah.
Okay, I definitely can't wait to hear that. But for everybody out there, let them know where they can find your material, upcoming show dates, and what may have you.
Yes, absolutely. Basically, I'm on all social media, Facebook / Anais Lauren, Twitter / Anais Lauren, Instagram Anais Lauren, and I'll be on iTunes. So that's when we're gonna be, having links on all those all my social media platforms. I'm also on Snapchat. You can follow me on Snapchat. Anais Lauren on Snapchat. Pop up on there once in a while. So yeah, I'm
we definitely
I'm out there.
Oh yeah, with the soulful voice. She's not satisfied. Let that be known.
Hey, you know what?
Y'all got game tight.
This interview here was the truth. I gotta play the clip.
Yes. When you see the truth, you gotta tell the truth. I'm the truth. I'm the motherfucking truth.
Straight like that.
Word. That's 100.
But yeah, on that note, we about to sign out of here. We appreciate Miss Anais Lauren for joining us. Chop it up for this good 2 hours.
That's what's up. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you do, Mama. Hold that crown down.
Word.
I absolutely will. And then be on the lookout for my new single, This Addiction. It will be out tomorrow.
There we go.
I heard that. Go cop that.
Go drop off site.
Drop.
You know what I'm saying? Support real good music, hip hop and R&B.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, tag us on there, and that way we could drop them bombs on it.
Yeah, baby.
We'll do it.
You know what I'm saying? We'll most likely give us some play on the next show next week. You did?
I'll be looking forward to it.
For sure. And on that note, we are out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday.
Peace
and blessings.
Good.